Today, from Brooklyn, New York, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. Mayfield and the Brooklyn Beats taking on Carson Wentz and the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by their 6'5" quarterback out of North Dakota State. It's Carson Wentz.
But when I reviewed last week's game and saw the 4 touchdown passes that he threw, I thought about you during the Turkey Bowl last year.
Yeah,
you guys
right.
had the same stats, except he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award with his.
He got touchdowns. I got picks. I like going back watching the film with you, and we thought it was a good performance in person. Obviously was, but you thought even better on tape. It was really something to watch.
Yeah, what I loved was how he spread it around. A lot of people involved in the passing offense. 4 touchdown passes culminated it.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beat. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Throwing is Wentz. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Etienne. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man here is Conklin. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. he had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Going for it, here's Etienne.
Almost feel sorry for the kicker here because you know he wants to go out there and contribute, but they keep saying stay on the bench. I think it's just simply a matter of a head coach saying I believe more in my guys with the football than sending you out there to kick it.
Well, he wants to make a big statement here on the opening drive, and a statement he's making now. They've got it 1st and goal after that conversion. Etienne. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Once more, Etienne. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Travis Etienne, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, on just 2 plays, have taken the lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Wentz now on 1st down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
Second and 10. Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's a give to Etienne. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on to punt. Waiting on it will be Richie James. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Mayfield to throw it. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. From the 16, Mayfield. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Throwing, Mayfield. They set up the screen to Penny. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the 2nd quarter. 51 yards on the ground for him so far. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with the grab. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Mayfield with it once more. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tyron Johnson as the first half is winding down. And the Beats have taken the lead. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the 3rd quarter. So the potential could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Hayne to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Javon Kinlaw. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Now it's Haney. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
A gain of 6 there on first. From the 39, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Wentz now on first down. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on second down. Wentz to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Now Wentz again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll run here with Etienne.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now Wentz.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here by 2, 12-10.
So add 3. All told, after the safety, it's a 5-point swing. And that could have turned out much worse.
Well, you don't want to say no harm, no foul, but I do believe you're right. A 9-point swing hurts. 5 points, much more manageable, especially in a tight game like this.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Pollard. A gain of 3, second down. Mayfield. He'll get this to Lazard. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give right side. Pollard. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Now Mayfield. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
Chase Young.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Mayfield. Henry's got it out on the left side. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Another tote for Etienne. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Dallas. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cowboys have recovered. A little careless with a football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Looking left side, and it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Cowboys on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. Wentz going to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now. And caught by Henry. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Mayfield. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mayfield to throw. He completes it to Boyd. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Mayfield to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. So they're unable to stretch it to a 3-point lead. Now you got to be careful on the kickoff because a field goal obviously beats you.
Definitely, and that's why they went for 2. They wanted to make sure a field goal wouldn't beat them. Now they're in a position where they've got to cover well and make sure they don't get into range and put one through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. To throw is Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.